the channel. This video is about the part 2 of the data types, where we are going to cover Boolean types. What is a Boolean? What are the types, true, false? Then we'll be going to see the set type. What is a set type? After which we will see what are the mappings, what are dictionaries, what is key value pair mapping, and at the end we won't go deeper inside, but we will try to see what is a type conversion and how does that work. Now let's get into the actual content. Let's start with the Boolean example. Let me create a variable saying is Python fun. Let me try to give it a value true. And we need to make sure that true and false, the T and F are case sensitive and they should be in caps. True T caps, false with F caps. Now let us first verify whether this variable is a Boolean type or not. See, it says bool. Bool is short for Boolean. What is a Boolean actually then? How it can use it? How we can use it? Boolean are incredibly useful in decision making situations like if statements and while loops. Let us see a usage of this Boolean. Okay, as we have already defined this variable is Python fun, we'll try to use the same. I have a if condition and I am trying to say if Python fun. If it is fun, then print yes, Python is fun. And please note guys that when we are having we are trying to get inside a condition, so as soon as I typed enter, so it went inside a tab. So if I try to do something like this, we will be getting an error. So we need to make sure that it should be inside one tab. That means this print section will only run if this if condition matches, otherwise not. So with the same, we'll try to have a else, and this thing should be closed with a colon. See, as soon as I press enter, it goes within a tab. So that says like whatever I'm going to write any statement inside this is going to be put on inside the else portion. And also we will note that here this print, it is within double quotes, and this is what I'm going to with a single quote. You might need to try it again. This is just to tell you there are two things that we are trying to see here. Is that first, what can be an example of a Boolean type, how we can use it. First thing that we see here, if this variable is true, then get inside this and print. If this variable is false, then print this. But in our case, when this Python fun is a Boolean type and it is holding the value true, that is why it printed yes, Python is fun. Otherwise it would have had shown us, it would have gone inside the else statement and printed you might need to try it again inside the else statement. This was one of the example that I was trying to show us. And the second thing that I am trying to showcase is that the print takes a string value, and I'm trying to show that we can either use double quotes or a single quotes. The first one I have taken double quotes. Second one I'm trying to use it with a single quotes. So anything is applicable, we can use in either of them, but we need to make sure that if we are opening with the single quotes, it should end with the single quotes. That is what we need to make sure while we are trying to code. After this, let's go to set type. What is a set type? Set is an unordered collection of unique elements. Sets are really handy when you want to eliminate duplicates from a collection of data. It could be taken as similar to list, but list will hold all the duplicates as well. But there might be scenarios that we see that we do not want duplicates to appear. Now let's see in detail, like we'll get on with some example to see how does it actually work. Say I create a variable with a unique name and try to give it value 3, 4, 4 again, say 4 again, and then 5. So here we have duplicates of 4. There are 2 4. Now first we'll try to print, and we will see that the 4 is not repeated here. So this is the magic of set and why we should be using them when we want to remove the duplication. Even though we try to add number 4 twice, it only appears once. Set also support operations like union, intersection, difference, which can be really useful when working with connections. Let us see one of the operation example. Say I have a set 1 and it has value 1, 2 and 3. And then I have a set 2 which has value 3, 4 and 5. And now what I will do is do a union on it and do a print set 1, set 2. So what is the union? It should be able to take everything common. And as we know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as we had 3 common, so it appeared only once. So this is one of the use case that we can think of while working with set. Now post this, let us get into dictionaries. What is dictionary? Dictionaries are one of the most important data types in Python. They allow us to store data in key value pairs. Let us see an example of it. Say I have a person, variable name person, and let me again try to set here. The name I am saving is say Lice, and age. The age could be say 25. Let me try to name. I'm trying to save name as Alice, and then age be 25. Then I have a city. Where does it Alice lives? So it lives in New York. Let me close it. So as we see, this become a dictionary with the variable named person, and we have key value, key and values here. Name is mapped with Alice, so we can we are able to save it in that way. And first we will try to see and make sure what is the type of this variable person1 to see. It's a dist, dict. It is short form for dictionary. Here we can even add. Okay, before adding, let's try to access any of the keys over here. So I'm trying to print person with this key. Sorry, what is name? As I created another variable, let me try to access it. It says Alice. So this is the key value thing. And now if I want to add another key, Say I want to add another key named person. The key name could be job. What job that aligns to, and give written value as engineer. And let us try to print everything. So person becomes job is engineer. As we can see here that dictionaries are dynamic, they are extremely useful when you try to store data in a structured way. So it is going to save it in a particular structure. So this is where we can use dictionary, and going forward we will see more real-time uses of these. This whatever I'm trying to showcase is just for understanding the data types. And with this, let us go to our last example, which is type conversion. So in Python, we can easily convert one data type to another using built-in functions. Using what? Built-in functions. Example, int, float, and str, which is string. Let us try to see an example for it. Say x is a variable with which is holding values 5.5. So if we store 5.5, we know it is not an integer. But now we want integer of it. So as I showed here, the built-in function, we have built-in functions. One of them is int. So what I'm trying to do is get the integer portion of 5.5. And when we try to print y, we will see the integer portion, which is 5. What it will do, it will remove the decimal points, whatever is there. So this is one of the use case, and which will especially be useful when we are dealing with inputs data from users or fields in the real time, which is often read as string. So whenever we are trying to read the data from users or files, it is taken up as string, and this conversion will be able to happen with using these small data types, or type conversion or typecasting. So that is all for now, and let us connect again for the next video. Thank you.